Namaskaram. I pay my respect and obeisance to all the listeners and viewers of Bible and spiritual lover. So, dear listeners, today I am going to give some thoughts on Bible first chapter, that is Genesis. And previously we have discussed up to 23 verses. Now onwards, what the 24th verse say? This 20 verse says, "And God said, Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so." And 25th verse says, "And God made his beast, and God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good." And the 26th verse says, "And God said, Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the earth, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." And 27th verse says, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them." And 28th verse says, "And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the earth, of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." Here in all these verses, God is saying that he created the man in his own image. It means God is present in the image of man, but he is not saying why it is so. And without any evidence, here in the Bible it is said that God has created man in his own image. If God is for all, why God has chosen only man as his own image, as his representative of own image? Is this not a partiality? And without any evidence, this book is written by human. This is why this book is saying that God has created man in his own image. It means God is like man. And God is like man, so God cannot be universal. So the first thing is clear here, that God has also boundary. God is bounded by the limitations of the man because he created like himself. Since man is limited in their senses, in their power, in their presence, so God must be also like that. If you have form, you must be a limited thing. And God here is saying that I am in a form shape. If God can say that I am form as well as formless, as well as beyond form and formless, then it could be said that God is omnipresent, that God is omniscient, and that God is omnipotent. As Vedanta in Hinduism says that God has all forms as well as beyond forms. But here in Bible it is said that God is only in the form of human. That means he is partial as well as he has chosen human by ignoring all other creatures. And not only chosen, but he is also asking man and blessing man that I am creating you and I am giving you blessing that you should have dominion over all other creatures. You should have dominion over seas, over air, over land. That means this is a type of exploitation, and this is a type of totalitarian dictatorship mindset. So how a God who is for everything, every creature, how a God could give dominion over other things? How a God can offer exploitation to all other creatures if all other creatures are created by him? How could he be so non-benevolent regarding them. So here we are coming across a God who is not equal to all, who has no equanimity, who has two eyes for two different creatures. This God cannot be called a God of justice. By ignoring justice to all, how this God could be worshipped, who is not justful to other creatures? Now in the 29th verse, he is saying that, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. This is also a type of utility mindset. If you have utilitarian values, you always find yourself in searching for all the things which may be useful to you, and for that you would go and exploit the resources, and you would consider that all the creatures are resources to you and you could use them as you wish. And because of this mentality, Christian people have exploited the world. They are always on lookout of exploiting all the resources, human or non-human, material or immaterial. They are not using those things judicially. They are using those things as their rights to use them, to utilize them as per as their whims, irrespective of their problems, irrespective of the problems of the creatures, irrespective of the problems of the organisms, whether they are liking it or not, whether it is dangerous to their life and their species. You are using them, you are exploiting them, you are destroying them, you are sending them to endanger even their survival. So how could a God give this type of message? Certainly this is the message of a person who wants to exploit every visual things, every known things in the way he likes. The 30th verse says, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. I have given everything for you to eat, to grow your meat. I have given everything to you to multiply yourself, to replenish yourself, to fill this whole earth with your species. How could you feel if you destroy every species? If you would kill every species, how could you say that your God is merciful? This God is proved to be a demonic God. This God is saying that I have given everything to you to use as a meat. Oh, this type of selfish attitude, would going to destroy this earth. This selfish attitude would make our life hell. If you are always in the hunt of destroying everyone, exploiting everyone, killing everyone, looting everyone, you would make the hell to all the people, to all the creatures you would meet, and to yourself also. You only destroy others when you have already destroyed yourself. You can kill others when you have already killed yourselves. If you have killed yourself, then and there it is possible that you would kill others. First, people used to kill oneself. In this sense, I want to say that killing myself, suiciding myself means I am killing my peaceful attitudes, my peaceful attributes, peaceful characteristics. I am killing my non-violence, my passionate attitudes, my emotional attitudes. Then and there it is possible that I would go ruthlessly killing all other things just for consumption purpose. That this consumerism attitude would devour everything which comes in the way. And this is what we are seeing today. This is not a spiritualism. This is the seed of barbaric capitalism. Where everything is justified for own growth. So every nation is justifying that it has the right to grow on the cost of others. This is not a spiritualism. This is barbarism. The 31st verse reads, "And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day." This is the creation of the sixth day. And here it is concluding that God saw that this is all good. This is very good. This human is destroying everything. This human is killing everything. This human is consuming everything. This is all good. What this nonsense is? Is this the voice of merciful God? Is this the voice of benevolent God? Is this the voice of justiciable God? We have to think, we have to ponder about this. Om.